This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Wildcats offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position. And he's
sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and now you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He's got it near midfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Cougars offense has the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what.
Turning it on! Past the first down marker and still running.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and take that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Houston will snap it in the red zone. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense picks it up. The 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense putting points on the board.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Wegman. The short hands, it's Thomas. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Cougars are facing 3rd and inches. Gonna look downfield again. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas State looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Red Wolves. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time. Racing down the left side. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kansas State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to throw, it's Wegman. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Oh, Condon did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw if guys are open vertically down the field.
Oh, he's got some space. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. And the Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to...
Turning on the Jets! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Caught, close to the marker, it's Connors. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. QB draw. Plows through the defense. There he goes. The 20. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Running back searching for a hole. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's York. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense will quickly use the timeout. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it down 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can shoot.
Touchdown, Houston! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to pass, it's Wegman. Sets up the screen. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Wide receiver going in motion. Unloads quickly. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. Past the 40. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Gives it on the option. Slithers into space. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. Turning it on. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll run the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chance.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna run it. It's Connors. Oh, what a cut! At the 45 on his way. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Red pass, it's complete. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Grab near the marker, it's Broussard. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really...
Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They move on top here in the fourth. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Some misdirection with the counter. Nice move to keep running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Puts it out of the air. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The offense likely to lead on the run to milk this clock. Motion from the wide receiver. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Connors. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. New set of downs after the completion. On the ground, it's Connors. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play.
Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
QB spicy. No gain on the play. 3rd down coming.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Flying out to the left. 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Number 5.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
That makes the score. Houston.
15 seconds to play, and if they have a last gasp, they have to recover this onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Got enough for the 1st down. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. 1st down for this offense. I'd advise just throwing this one away. Fires it down the seam. Makes the grab down the middle. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.